Does your Prius sound like this? Okay, I had to remove the temperature sensor and the cam sensor in order to get to the clamps holding those two hoses on. One was from the radiator, one's for the heater core. Give you an idea. This is the cam sensor. You got number 10 here. Remove that. Pops out. You can get the heater hose off here. This guy's a 19 millimeter. You can use a wrench. I had an offset. Use that. Popped it right out. And they gave me access to this guy. These two you don't have to worry about. This you have access to. Sorry for being upside down, but this is what you do to wedge the water pump. Get the bolts out. That way the water pump won't spin. Use a wrench and just break loose. The bolts come right out. There's 3 of them, 10 millimeter. Let's see if the Lyle crank socket still has what it takes. Alright, it's time to go back with the new engine here. And we got to transfer some parts from the original engine to this in order to complete the transfer. Exhaust manifold, way better condition on the original engine than it was on the replacement engine. So we're going to swap those over. The coolant lines, those will be switched over. It's much easier to take those off with the engine out than with the engine in. I gotta take the cam sensor off here. Make it easy to get these hoses, this guy and this guy, off and on. Also the coolant temperature sensors gotta come out also to make more room to get these guys off and on. And clutch disc, actually the replacement clutch disc or replacement engine clutch disc looks in better condition than the original clutch disc. Although there's no wear, this one's quite rusty. This one is not. Let's get started. Okay, finally got it on. Not impossible to do by yourself. Mr. 2x4 helped push the engine up into the transmission. The hardest thing is trying to figure out the angle that it had to be at in order to do that. Let's give you an idea. Go from the bottom. This is the angle that the transmission has to be at and the engine has to be at in order for it to mate up. Now, once I got the splines of the disc in with the splines on the transmission, I could no longer twist the engine by hand. So I took my bottle jack here, put it under at the bottom of the engine, and lifted it and twisted it into position. Put my bolt in, and that's it. From here on out, it's just a matter of just bolting everything back together. This is the condition of the oil that's coming out of this motor. Excellent. Nice and clean. Let's get this old beat up oil filter off. Check up for fuel leaks. You don't smoke.